building a new cab for this chassis, and I've just created a template so I could drill in the holes, which will be the chassis mount and the actual the rubber feet for this cabinet, which is generally what I normally do. And so I've basically outlined the chassis so it fits there, and I had it sitting perfectly, so like 20 mil on each side. So the knobs on the back and the knobs and the switches on the front are in line and perfectly even on both sides, because I like symmetry, I guess. So if you're not sure how to do this, I basically cut a piece of 7mm MDF. Hang on a second, I'll just shut this door because it's windy. Right. So I look at the chassis nuts, and just mark out the outline of the chassis nut cutout, and then basically drill a hole in the center. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'm using M6 chassis nuts, so drilling an 8mm hole, or you could probably even do 10mm if the actual, yeah, you could probably do a 10mm and it should be fine. And once that's perfect, I just center it, make sure it's 20mm on either side of that with the same clearance, and then just mark it out, drill it, and then that's done. So now I'm just needing to, so this is the part where I've already pre-cut the pine with my trusty box joint cutter, box joint jig that was graciously made for me by a good friend of mine, Nigel. So yeah, credit for his work is he's brilliant at what he does. So I'll just glue this together and dress up the box itself. Okay, I just realized I forgot to unpause it while I was doing the work, so there you go, ta-da. So anyway, I mean, everyone will kind of know how to use glue and how to glue things together anyway. If it doesn't fit properly the first time, I mean, you just get a hammer and sort of smash it together, I guess. Another thing I like to do is make sure that the levels are wrong way. Make sure that the corners are straight. At least on, you know, in the gluing process anyway. And Also, if it doesn't look straight, you sort of make it straight, I guess. This is the simple side of it. Oh yeah. There we have it. I always found you kind of don't have to do it on all sides. I just basically rotate it. Yeah, you kind of don't want to get a crooked cabinet. Okay. I'll just do the other side. On the opposite, also the opposite direction. And then basically I wait 2 hours for the glue to dry, and then I dress up the actual cab itself and cut out the piping grooves for the Tolex, and then it's also I cut out the cleats for the panels and glue them in at the same time. I don't wait 2 hours for that glue to dry. Basically, within half an hour or so, it's basically dry enough to start the whole Tolex process. But before the Tolex, obviously, and before the grooves, I make sure that with the box joints that it's all flush and at least as smooth as I can get it, because if it isn't, the Tolex will actually you'll be able to see all of those box joints, and it won't look as pretty. You can use like builder's bog or whatever to clean up the stuff, but I normally just especially for very, very fine small gaps, I just use the PVA wood glue, and it does the job. Okay, so I don't know, 2 hours later. Okay, now that the cab has been, all the box joints have been like sanded at least flush, we can now use the router to use the round over bit on the router to so it doesn't look like a square box, but it's got a bit of shape to it. And I do all around back and front and on the sides. So as I said before, I like symmetry, so that's why I do it that way. But if you were to do, for example, a Marshall cab, you would just do the front and keep the and the sides and keep the back straight. But because I'm my own person and I don't like to copy everyone else, and I just do it the way I want to do it. So that's basically it. So I'll just do the routing, and we'll go from there. If it's noisy, it's not my fault. Okay. So now it's in pretty much a rough shape. So I just basically sand it so it's all, so it doesn't have any sort of marks from the router, and it sort of cleans up the corners a little bit better. Right, so this is a part where I clean up the table saw just a touch so I can actually cut these piping grooves to make it to make my life easier when fitting Tolex. Alright, so what do I want? I want about 5 mil. On the biggest want it there. and about 30 to 40 mil, I think. That would be 50, 45, so yeah, 30 mil. 30 mil groove, and doesn't have to be like spot on perfect at 30 because you're going to do all around. So let's do it. So I thought I'd say before my battery died, this thing is now ready for Tolexing. So I've cut the grooves for the piping, just obviously on the table saw. So this thing is now ready to be covered.